Hello, guys. And the question is, Chelsea have actually been having the best goalkeepers in the league. And both of the goalkeepers that are well known to Chelsea that have led them to win titles and championships have been world-class goalkeepers. And these goalkeepers have enabled Chelsea to keep clean sheets. Now, Chelsea are finding themselves this season with two goalkeepers, Robert Sanchez and Philip Jorgensen. But both of them do not seem to have impressed the fan base or the manager, because you cannot be at a club and yet you don't know who's your number one. And this is coming up because both of these goalkeepers have their strengths and their weaknesses, but their weaknesses have costed the team. Now let's look at statistics wise, starting with Philip Jorgensen. Now, with Philip Jorgensen, as much as we like to say about his touches and everything, what we are just seeing that his strength is coming from is in his save percentage. But look at the way he claims his crosses. He's one of the poorest goalkeepers when it comes to stepping out from his line to claim a cross. Even his touches are not quite the best. So far, we have not seen him making any error leading to goal. But looking at the statistics, he seems not to be that goalkeeper for Chelsea. But let's look at Sanchez. Now, with Sanchez, you can see from his statistics that when it comes to dominating the air, he's one of the best goalkeepers. When it comes to commanding the box, he's one of the best goalkeepers. He claims a lot of crosses, he punches a lot of corners, and that's why this season we've also not seen Chelsea conceding a lot of corners. But again, you see something very bad, and that is his passing percentage, which is not quite great. Though he does a lot of passing, his passing is also okay, but he always has that bozo moment in him. Now, we saw one error that Sanchez created, and that is his ability to sweep. And that has been exposed in the Brentford game and in the Manchester City game, as this clip shows here. Not only that clip here, we also saw this moment in the Wolverhampton game, and we saw a clumsy Robert Sanchez who was unable to just hold on to the ball or punch it away, and that made Wolverhampton to equalize against Chelsea. So we have seen these patterns with Sanchez. We have also seen his teammates not feeling confident playing alongside him, putting the defense under pressure, and finding ourselves in the position we actually found ourselves in when we had Kepa Arrizabalaga in goal. Now, there's a reason why Maresca has insisted on these two players. And the report that are coming from Chelsea is that Chelsea are not willing to sign another goalkeeper this season. A very strange result. But before we even start our analysis, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Maresca wants his goalkeeper to act as an extra player during build-up, stepping out and actually playing like an outfielder. And to some extent, this plays well in the philosophy that Enzo Maresca wants to implement at Chelsea, as Maresca wants Chelsea to create situations where they are able to draw more players to press Chelsea up front, and therefore reduce the number of players who are defending, so that Chelsea can create those transition moments in attack. Chelsea can be able to build up attack in a structured manner. And one of the key players for this kind of philosophy is the goalkeeper, because the goalkeeper gives Chelsea an extra man during build-up, and also allows Chelsea to have an extra man forward, because during build-up, the goalkeeper plays like an extra centre-back. And once he plays in this position, stepping out, he drags away markers and is able to create passing angles and passing channels. And that is something that Enzo Maresca heavily wants in his team. The goalkeeper is the one who initiates the attack by being the first player to receive the ball. He should be so press resistant and so composed that he's able to play a pass despite being under immense pressure. The goalkeeper is one of the key players when Enzo Maresca is actually trying to transition from defense to attack, as he's able to allow Chelsea to have an extra player during build-up. And once they have this extra player, they can push an extra player forward so that Chelsea can be able to transition from defense to attack with a +1 during attack, as you can see from these clips. But Sanchez performed that position, and sometimes he performed it well. The recent match we saw when Chelsea were playing Southampton, we saw Jorgensen do the same thing. Jorgensen will step out and play as a left-sided centre-back. And in this position that Jorgensen was playing, his main role was to create that overload so that Chelsea had 11 outfield players versus Southampton's 10 outfield players. And this is very crucial for the way Maresca wants to play. The reason for this is that when the goalkeeper actually steps forward and acts to play like an extra centre back, it allows Maresca to push one central midfielder into those half space positions, allowing him to tuck in one fullback during build-up. When tucking in one fullback, Maresca is able to overload Chelsea in the wide areas and in the central areas of the pitch, with a player who's looking to make runs so that he can drag the opposition backline deeper. And because Maresca wants to create this kind of situation, he will dominate the midfield as well as the wide areas. And this will make the goalkeeper is so important in that he's the one who's supposed to play these line-breaking passes that actually enable the player to play the ball, especially to players who are advanced high up in the pitch. You can see from this clip here, Jorgensen is the one who has stepped up with the ball. You can see the position of Cucurella, who's the left back, the position of Enzo Fernandez, and now Caicedo is playing as that advanced midfielder. Now Chelsea are building with an extra player because if Southampton commits to a goalkeeper, Chelsea are finding themselves in a position where they are able to outnumber Southampton. And that is what Enzo Maresca says. But the question is, why are we not seeing this actually coming into fruition? Robert Sanchez has made 5 errors leading to goal. The reason why Chelsea might not sign a goalkeeper is because of a player known as George Petrovic, who's playing at Strasbourg. And when you look at the statistics of Petrovic, you notice one thing very clear. One, you notice that Petrovic's Petrovic's aerial duel success rate has increased. Petrovic was blamed last season for not being able to claim crosses. But you can also see that strong green line for his touches. I'm going to talk about that later on, but let's start with his cross-claiming ability. In the Premier League, you're going to play against centre-backs and centre-forwards who are very tall, who pose a lot of threat from crosses. And you need a goalkeeper who's able to step out from his line, go and claim the ball. And we're seeing Sanchez improving on that. But the most important thing that we saw in the previous statistics chart, and we are seeing in this chart, is the number of mistakes that Sanchez made with the ball at his feet have reduced. You can see his chart for last season and his chart for this season. And you can see overall, Petrovic has improved a lot. And Petrovic is improving his ability to play with the ball at his feet and to sweep because he understands this is what will be required of him at Chelsea. Petrovic was a better shot stopper last season. But one thing we are seeing with him is his ability to step out and play as a sweeper keeper, which is extremely important for Enzo Maresca. We're also seeing Petrovic being very comfortable with the ball at his feet, not afraid to actually play as an extra outfielder. And one thing that fascinates me about him is that Petrovic has learned how to play those line-breaking penetrative passes, and he has an incredible shout for Enzo Maresca. Petrovic's shot stopping is something that has never scared me because I believe he's one of the best shot stoppers at the club. And we saw it even last season, the way he was just making saves after saves after saves after saves. Now, next season, he will be very crucial for Chelsea in this position. Remember, Enzo Maresca wants a goalkeeper who's good at shot stopping and also a goalkeeper who's able to play those passes. And this season, we are seeing Petrovic taking the initiative of playing those passes. And if Petrovic is looking to play like this, then automatically we are seeing why Chelsea are saying they are not going in for another goalkeeper in the summer. The question is, looking at these statistics, do you think the number one spot? It is now coming out clear that one of these two goalkeepers will have to depart. Sanchez has made a lot of errors leading to goal. He doesn't look quite composed with the ball at his feet, and his sweeping has not been the best. Jorgensen, on the other hand, does not claim those crosses. He's not very dominant in the air. But George Petrovic is coming out to be a player who has improved his ability to play under pressure, and he's an excellent shot stopper. Yes, there's some areas where here and there where Petrovic can improve, but at the moment, he's looking like to be the next Chelsea goalkeeper in the summer. What do you think? Do you agree with my analysis? Leave your comments in the comment section area below. Thanks for watching.